Hi. This micro lecture is about research essay assignment number 2. Um, as with all the research essay assignments, they're meant to be little pieces of the puzzle that is your larger paper. That's going to be due at the end of the quarter, and it's going to be between 2,500 and 3,500 words. That's a pretty significant amount. It's kind of a big assignment. It's sort of hey, welcome to grad school. This is what you're going to be doing. This is really going to be the meat and potatoes of what you do for the rest of the time that you're in academic study of theology and the scriptures. So, each one of these research essay assignments is designed to be a little piece of that, to take you really from the very beginning all the way through to the end of writing the paper. Now, this particular assignment is extremely important because it is the time for you to set up your paper in such a way that you will be able to write it efficiently, and you will be able to research it in a directed manner. That means that when you're reading the chapter, and especially chapter 3, and then to some extent chapter 4, but oh my goodness, chapter 3 is so important, it will very, very much help you as you move forward. A couple of things I'd like to point out. First, narrowing down things. At the beginning, the first assignment, I asked for you to go and talk to either, maybe things that are going on in your church, questions of theology, or maybe leadership in your church has things that they would like maybe you to even go out and think about on their behalf. The point is, just pick something that's of value to you. Now, it doesn't have to be something you don't have to choose something that's important to your church, although I think that tends to be things that we are interested in if we're in seminary. But whatever it is, it should be something that you care about. For example, you might care about the possibility of women in ministry. That's a good topic. That's something that you might be interested in. It's got a long history in the Christian church. Believe it or not, all the way from the very beginning up till now, we have lots and lots and lots of talk about the relationship of women and leadership in the church. So, it's anything. It's huge. That is a monstrous topic. It's so large that you could write endless books about it. Now, that's a topic, but that is not going to be a good thing for you to say, that's my research essay at the end of this quarter. If your research essay is women in ministry, you will never get it done. It will be incoherent. It will wander. It will make me very sad. And it will be very difficult for you to write because you'll just be going off in this direction and that direction. So the first thing you need to do is narrow it down. Narrow it down. A simple question is the right place to be. Now let me read from Craft of Research. This is, I think, step 2. Suggest a question. It's in chapter 3.5.2. It says, as early as you can, try to describe your work more exactly. Notice, narrow it down. By adding an indirect question that specifies something about your topic that you do not know or fully understand, but want to. I am studying women in ministry and leadership because I want to find out who, what, where, whether, why, how, and then blank they have. We would add, using this example, I'm studying women in leadership, in church leadership, because I want to find out whether or not women should be senior pastors. Right? In the time that I've taught this course, I've had a number of papers where this has been the motivating question. It's a great question. It's simple. It's clear. You know exactly what you want to find out. And because you have it in a question, your research will be directed. You will know where you want to go. You may not know how to get there yet, but fortunately for you, we have other research essay assignments in order to help you with that. So, very much important to get to a question. Now, because we're doing academic research, we're not just coming up with questions that interest us, although we are doing that. But we're going a step further in that we're trying to assess and we're trying to demonstrate why it's important that we're doing this. And in some respects, that's obvious. We want to know God as well as we can. But it's one thing to write a book report. It's another thing to make an argument. And in order for there to be an argument, there has to be a problem. Now, I just mentioned women in ministry because it's obviously a problem in evangelicalism. Because in some strands of evangelicalism, women have been in leadership since the beginnings of the movements. I mean, I think specifically of Pentecostal charismatic movements. I mean, women have been, senior pastors in those churches for a long time. In other strains of evangelicalism, I think especially of United Methodist Church, evangelical Methodist churches, most of them will have women in every part of ministry. That's not the case in a lot of non-denominational evangelical churches. So they're within the broader frame of who we are as evangelicals, there is war going on over women in ministry. That makes it a problem. That makes it significant. Makes it important. It makes it engaging. It means that there's going to be this side and that side. That's kind of where you want to be when you're developing your questions and when you're working on this REA. Yeah, I think that's good for now. Keep it short. Keep it simple. Oh, last thing. Inevitably, some of you will say, I need to change my topic after this week or before this week. Or that's fine. I'm never going to say you can't change your topic. What I am going to say is it is definitely to your benefit to stick with what you got. Now, I will not enforce that, but what I will say is that you don't want to get behind. Each one of these research essay assignments builds on the one before it. Next week you're going to be doing a bibliography. It would be very unfortunate to have your initial bibliography be tossed out because you had to go find more stuff. Research isn't easy, and you're going to want to stick to it as much as possible. That said, if something goes wrong and you need to change up, go for it. Do it. I won't stop you. Alright, I think that's it. Thank you.